U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the 1st down.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he will have the Jaguars 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw.
Over the middle into the traffic, and that's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jones will come now in motion right.
They'll run with Etienne.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Hey, run! Hey, kill!
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins now.
Got a man. It's Riley Chosen.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Vikings hit 10 and 4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Gun! Hey, we're good.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Gun. Flex.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Now Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Gun. Hey, steamer.
Throwing is Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Listen to me. Yellow.
Cousins.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Off the play fake, Cousins. This is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence.
Now he steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, he saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Following the interception, Cousins.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Completes this to Addison out left. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throw left side complete to Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
Now Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, but his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 3. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Black.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wide. Two. Go ahead.
Now Cousins. Open man here is Scott, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Throw left side complete. That's French. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, steamer.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle, and he makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jaguars.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Jupiter.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
13, move.
They go play action with Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Red on red.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
On the counter, ETN.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
11.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Black. First.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Hey, no, easy. Leave it. Bring up 48.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Think right open.
A handoff running left is ETN.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the left.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Christian Kirk, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Zebra. Hey, we're good.
On second down, Cousins again. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cousins again. Escaping the pressure right.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yellow.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On play action, Lawrence
looking downfield for Jones. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this.